You know what? I gotta. All right. I don't know what you guys are thinking, but I have a great idea. All right. Why don't we try to do our best of seeing who's gonna take each division real fast, like just off the top of our heads, real fast.
From right now,
like right now, because there's some big moves.
Because, but things are gonna change. You can't be
exactly.
You can't be making calls like that.
So now that we can, now that we got a picture of where these teams are focusing on, so let's do a pre-draft analysis of where they could possibly be. Who's gonna be coming out of those divisions as the champs?
All right. Okay. So we'll work. I guess we'll start off AFC East.
Okay.
Easy one. All right. Are we going to go? Are the Patriots going to win it again? The East? You think?
I think so.
Yeah. What do you think? You think anybody's taking on the Patriots?
Honestly, I think it's going to be the Jets.
I hope so, man. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I hope so. I don't know, man. They got some quarterback problems. That's the real thing. The Jets ever get a quarterback, man? I mean, even this year with Fitzpatrick, but you don't know what's going on with him. But I hope it's the Jets. And are you gonna? So you're gonna say? I mean, we're gonna do this again throughout the.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's what I'm saying. Let's try to get
I'm gonna say I wish it was the Jets, but I got to go Patriots just because at this time period the Jets don't have a quarterback.
Okay, so are
you going Jets? So you want to say Jets?
I'm saying Jets. Because I really feel like even with because they still have Fitzpatrick, right?
No, free agent. No, they can get him back, but not yeah.
Well, I think he'll come back because now them teams out there are getting a little bit slimmer.
Well, I was just going to say real quick, we're going to stay with this, but talking on Fitzpatrick, I think I know what he's doing. He's waiting for the last team, it seems like, because there's more teams that need a quarterback than there are quarterbacks. So eventually, he doesn't care where he plays. Eventually, somebody's going to be stuck, and they're going to be like, yeah, we'll give you what you want. Yeah. That's what I think he's trying to do. We'll get into that later. Yeah. We'll get into that later. And we are going to have to end the video portion of the podcast for now. If you guys want to hear the rest of it, you'll have to go over to Podbean or you'll have to go to iTunes, type in Voice of Bedlam Podcast, give us a subscribe, and subscribe on YouTube, voiceofbedlam.com, #VOBpod. All right, but we're going to continue on with the audio. Now, we did the AFC East. Let's kick it over to the NFC. So we're talking Giants, Redskins, Cowboys, and Eagles. Mm-hmm. Who you taking NFC East?
NFC East. Honestly, if Tony Romo stays healthy next year, I see the Cowboys going neck and neck with your boys. I know that sounds a little...
It's definitely the two best quarterbacks, so, I mean, that makes sense.
But then again...
Giants seem like they have the best defense.
If those Redskins turn it up like they did last year...
they were hot at the end.
If they keep that momentum going into next year, they might be the team maybe be Cowboys and Redskins, but I guess I would have to go... I have to go with them boys, man. Cowboys. I know that hurts. I know because I'm sitting next to Giants fans. I feel like I'm gonna get jumped on my way out.
I say Giants.
You say Big Blue. I'm gonna go Big Blue too. I definitely agree with you. I think we're gonna be neck and neck with the Cowboys, maybe possibly the Redskins. I mean, now everybody wants to joke the NFC least. Shut up. Come on now.
I've called it the NFC feast.
Come on. There's always a division like that. The Souths are far worse.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I didn't really like the way everybody disrespected the Redskins either. I mean, I know they lost in the playoffs, but they won the division fair and square. But I'm going with the Giants. I mean, we got Eli, so we got one of the best two quarterbacks. I'm going to say these. Yes, exactly. We have one of the most dynamic playmakers in the NFL with Odell Beckham Jr. the third, straight out of LSU. Then, I mean, we got the worst defense, but not no more. Olivier Vernon. Let's see how JPP works out. We got Hankins in the middle with Snacks Harrison. We got DRC on one side, Jermaine Johnson on the other. Now, we got Landon Collins, who we traded up for in the second round, playing safety. Not too hot, but he will be a good player. We are missing another safety and a defensive end, but I think Big Blue could put a push on it if we work on the run game and stop in the run game. Giants win the NFC East.
Yeah, like I said, I have, at this point, I think it would be the Cowboys, only because, Tony Romo was out, and so was Des Bryant. And those
Very
are
true.
two very
Yeah.
big contributing factors. So something he finds a way to win in regular season, Tony Romo, but just he only has that one playoff win, right?
I mean, yeah. I mean, so
man.
we got our picks for the NFC East.
Let's go to the AFC North.
So we're
how
talking
about-
Pittsburgh, Bengals, Browns,
and
Ravens. Okay.
Yep.
I know who I'm saying.
I'm saying. I think I'm gonna. It sounds cliche at this point, but Cincinnati. I'm gonna have to say that. But then Pittsburgh's there.
Yeah.
See, I mean,
I was gonna
Pittsburgh's
go Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh's losing. It looks like they're losing Martavius Bryant, but at the same time, I mean, they still got Brown. They still got
Exactly.
Roethlisberger. Heath Miller retired, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, he was a nice little target, especially for him this year. Had a couple real
we'll
big
see.
games, but I mean, I might have to go
Yeah.
with the Steelers, and I guess you could fall back. Maybe the Bengals can put it together. I mean, they always get double-digit
they've
wins.
been taking the division for how many years?
Yeah, I know, but it's just even though they've been taking the division, they get those double-digit wins. It's just maybe it's because of their playoff fails, but it's like I just don't trust them.
12-4 record last
I know,
year.
That's yeah, but I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh because don't forget you got Bell in that backfield and maybe Williams.
All right, so I'm going Bengals. You're going Steelers. What are you
doing,
saying?
Jess? Steelers.
Steelers.
She likes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now let's go over to the other side of the conference and go to the NFC North with the Vikings, Packers, Lions, and Bears.
Packers.
Packers.
Wow. No love for the repeating Vikings, huh?
No, I mean Teddy Bridgewater. AP is going to be a little bit older. You think Stephon Diggs is really going to do anything? You think I mean, he's really their number one, I guess, right? And they're going to get a late draft pick.
Yeah. So, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I guess. Because they were only separated by one win to be. So.
Are they
guess
finally
the
going to be in their
Packers-
new stadium?
Yeah,
It's Minnesota. I think
yeah.
they're finally going to be in their new stadium.
Yeah, I think this is their first year in it. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to have to go with Green Bay. I mean, I'm sure they'll put it together. They were really kind of off this past year. Do you know what I mean? But I think they'll put it together. They're always like a winning team, it seems like, but they're still kind of up and down. Do you know what I mean? Even if they're winning, they could still be kind of down, especially 2 years ago when Rodgers got injured and Flynn came in. It's just, they're kind of... Yeah, and then, but yeah, all right. So let's move on.
Speaking of down, let's go down south.
The
and
dirty.
Go to the dirty, and start with the AFC with them Texans that just built like
You know
a
who
whole
I'm
team.
taking. You know
and
who
then
I'm
there's
taking.
the Colts, the Jags, and the Titans.
All right, I'm definitely going Texans
I
with
was
JJ
gonna go
Watt.
Texans because with defense.
Yeah, JJ Watt and all that.
Kind of disappointing.
Well,
this
you
year.
Now
had
the
him at
offense
shadow.
is fixed.
Yeah.
They got another wide receiver.
Maybe it's fake. You still need Brock Osweiler.
JJ
is out.
Travis
Watt is a
Benjamin on the
beast,
other
so-
side, D Hop on the other side.
I'm taking the Texans all the way. I've been
Yeah,
preaching the
I'm
Texans,
going- I'm going
but I'm saying
Texans
we
as
don't know.
well.
Texans.
We don't know that their. I'm just disagreeing. We don't know that quarterback problems are fixed yet. We got to see how he plays. Brock Osweiler, leaving Denver and everything. But yeah, they're stacked.
think he's gonna be
They're
just
stacked. They're
fine.
phenomenal. They have a phenomenal
They are
roster.
really good.
But then again, what about all right? So hold on, before we all jump on the Texan bandwagon,
I'm not going with the
okay?
Colts.
Hold-
I'm not-
yeah, I was
you're
about
not
to
making
say.
me do
I was
it.
gonna say, do you think Lucky
Luck?
Lucko is gonna get out of the slump he's in?
Oh yeah, but I think it's the Texans' time right now. I don't think Luck's gonna be, fall off a cliff like Kaepernick or RG3.
Yeah.
I think he'll bounce back, but I think it's the Texans' time.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's take it over to the dirty NFC South. Carolina Panthers, the Falcons, Saints, and Buccaneers.
I mean, for me, I got to throw this up to chalk. I mean, I'm going to have to go Panthers. I mean, what did that be, 4 times in a row, though?
Yeah.
You know what? I don't know. Cam has never been able to bounce back from adversity, so I'm really not.
Who else is going to compete?
I know. It's like they win by default almost.
Yeah, the second place.
Who knows?
was,
Jameis?
Falcons.
Jameis,
They were
maybe?
8-8. Yeah, Jameis Winston and
They cooled off at the end, but they were hot in the beginning.
Yeah, they ended 6-10.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, Mike Evans, is Duggar not staying? He was a free agent.
Duggar
He was staying?
he signed.
All right, so we got a running back. What's up?
I think Tampa Bay.
You can go with Tampa
Yeah.
Bay.
Tampa?
Jameis Winston, number 1
Yeah.
overall pick out of Florida State.
I have to go with my boys all the way because 3 years in a row with, especially last year with a quote-unquote mediocre squad. We're coming back for the number 5.
I mean, yeah, you guys are going to have Calvin Benjamin now.
Yeah, exactly. We got him, and then Devin Funchess is coming up, and he was catching up towards the end of the season. So, there's going to be a lot of movement going around. I'm just hoping that Stu can actually stay healthy enough for the season.
Did he do it this year?
Although Cameron Payne, Cameron Artis Payne, sorry, he showed some glimpse of hope towards the end of the season when he was given the rock. I kind of feel good with that backfield, and then Tolbert's coming back, so. CJ came back, and it's all good. We could have had CJ and BJ. What's up with that?
I know BJ he was talking to the Panthers.
Yeah, well, it would have been nice to have some more veterans on the squad.
I'd take BJ Raji in a heartbeat. Yeah,
cycle through some people. But
all right, so we did
the South. So now we're moving over to the West. So let's go to the AFC, where the Broncos, the Chiefs, a.k.a. the Chiefs.
I was going to say what?
I like to say it just because it's fun. It was that commercial. I'm sorry. Did you go back and watch that thing like I told you to?
No. I
said. All right. See, that's why I told you the Chiefs. All right. The Chiefs, the Raiders, and the Chargers.
All right, Chiefs, Raiders, it's Chiefs and Raiders for me, man.
Those were the two that I jumped up to right away. I was like, all right, but then again, Denver could come back, but they lost a couple key pieces. They definitely don't have a quarterback. Butt fumble, Mark Sanchez.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna have a Super Bowl hangover for sure.
So. I'm going with the Raiders. The black and silver are back, man.
Black and silver.
Yep.
I guess I gotta pick. I really do like the Raiders, but I mean the Chiefs. They got Andy Reid. They're another team just like the Bengals. The Chiefs are just like the Bengals to me. They could put it together, I guess.
But remember, they just got sanctioned with those lost picks and stuff and all that money. So,
but I mean. I'm going to have to stick with what I've been saying. It's a long shot, but I'll go Raiders.
All right. Now, the last but not least, the NFC West. We got the Cards. We got the Seahawks, the Rams, and 49ers. Cardinals, yeah. Bruce Arians is an amazing coach.
Yeah. I like Bruce Arians, Coach of the Year.
That, man.
Has he been Coach of the Year 2 straight years, is it now? Did he get it this year? I don't remember who got it.
I forget who got it.
I know he got it 2 years ago. For sure.
He's an amazing coach.
When they did all that with the backup quarterbacks when Palmer tore up his knee again.
Oh, yeah. The fact that, he gets the job done is just scary. It's really scary. But, yeah, I have to go with those Cards too, man. They're too darn good.
Yeah. What's up with Fitz though? Is Fitz gonna be hanging out much longer? You think?
Fitz has got another 2 years. I think he's got another 2. I think because
I hope he gets a ring. I don't know if they're gonna, but I hope he does.
I drafted him. Everybody looked at me like I was crazy, and then he had the year of his life, and everybody looked at me and was like, "Did you know something?" I was like, "Yeah, I knew that he was gonna show up."
I mean, yeah, dude. A lot of people expected him to have a much quieter year than he did.
Exactly, because yes, he is getting older, but the fact is that he still showed up. He's still Larry Fitzgerald. He's still that dude. So moving on, though, what else is going on around here in the NFL?
Well, I mean, I was gonna set something up. Do you want to go with another segment, or do you want to close it up for the day?
Why not, man?
All right, how's everybody doing out there today? Thanks for tuning in to this special edition Voice of Bedlam podcast. If you want to take that next jump with your business or company, you need to come over and advertise on the Voice of Bedlam podcast. Get your ad heard by thousands on a reoccurring basis. Just click buy now and send us your info. Thanks a lot, guys.